Hello, it's Healiing here, and this is a review video of the Oracle deck called Angel Therapy Oracle Cards from Doreen Virtue. This is the first review video I've done. I'm going to be doing more of these. I love watching them myself on YouTube. I always find new exciting Oracle cards to purchase. But you don't have to purchase. But if you're wondering how this deck is, you can watch this video. And the first video I'm going to be doing today is of course with the first deck of cards I ever bought. So that is very appropriate, I think. And so the first Oracle decks I ever bought was these. And I didn't even know actually what Oracle deck angel cards they really were. So I didn't really know what I was in for, but as it turns out, this is the perfect deck for beginners. As I'm going to be telling you about that. But first of all, I just want to say I love Hay House decks. This is a Hay House published deck, and I love the quality of the cards. They have such nice quality. I love how they feel. Most of them, not all of them, but most of them have gilded edges, meaning they're even easier to shuffle. I feel like the ones with the gilded edges are easier to shuffle. So but the thickness of the card, they're not too thin, they're not too thick, and they're not too big. Well, I have small hands, and they're perfect. Even though I'm a bad shuffler, they're nice to shuffle. So what do I use this deck for? Well, I'm going to be taking you through different, showing you different cards and tell you how I used it when I first got it and how I use it now. I don't use it so much now because I have used it a lot. So sometimes newer decks are more interesting to me if I've purchased some new ones. But let me just walk you through it. The thing I like about these cards is that they have concepts on them, different spiritual and self-care concepts, meaning that they're very easy to use for a lot of different readings, but also it's like the perfect beginner's deck because they introduce you to a lot of these things. You have vegetarian, vegan. Of course, that might not be new for many people, but that can come up and mean so many things in a reading. Then they talk about chakras, third eye chakra. I hope you can see them. I'm not sure where to hold them. I don't have a monitor on this camera. And so power animal, beautiful. And so that's kind of some concepts. And then they have, if you get nervous, focus on service card, which is one of my favorite cards. I pulled that a lot in the beginning. And it speaks about the law of attraction and in a very simple way. So we have release. And then we have earth angel. So, and the thing is that I had heard this term in a meditation while I was getting a massage, and I was like, what is an earth angel? So I went home and Googled that because I was like, where did that come from? Is it me? Is it the masseuse? Who's an earth angel? What is it? And so I Googled and found out. But then when this card came up, I was just so happy because I felt like, again, by going to the guidebook, I will show you the guidebook, I felt like I learned about these concepts, and so I was very new to this spiritual stuff, and so so that was really helpful. I hope you can see the guidebook. I'm not sure where to hold it so you can see it, but the guidebook is really wonderful, wonderful. One of the best guidebooks, I think, for all of my decks. And if this one looks unused, it is because it is. I have two guidebooks for this deck. So fairies, the concept of fairies and what they represent, and workshops and seminars. So you can see it's very different, very different from chakras to angels and fairies to concepts like being a vegan or holding a workshop to how to clearing negative energy, speaking about again you being a powerful light worker or an earth angel, and then how to listen to your feelings and your intuition. I hope I hold this right. Speaking about, have you asked your angels for help? How to do that. Again, the guidebook is amazing, but I love that it has a little bit of text on it. That was very helpful for me when I was a newbie. It still is, because I'm a very wordy girl, more so than, well, I would say 50-50, but I notice the words before I notice the pictures on cards. So if they don't have many words, I'm in trouble. Not so much in trouble, but I'm having to use another part of me that is maybe not so, comes so easily. Visualize success. And so again, that is a prescription almost, whereas again this talks about the chakras, the solar plexus chakra, the throat chakra. I hope I hold them fine. How to clear yourself and why. Again, chakras comes up. Manifestation power. And again, it doesn't say much on the card, because here it says use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. And when you're new, you're like, I don't know what that is and how. But then the guidebook is really good because it has exercises. Compared to many other guidebooks where it's just a message, they have an exercise you can do for most of these cards. Archangel Michael comes up. So again, there's an archangel here. I think Raphael is also here somewhere. Past life issues. Mediumship. Yeah, now Raphael comes up. So it introduces you to some, I think it's Michael and Raphael, and that's it. That's in these, yeah, I think, yeah. So, but I didn't know any archangels when I was new, so that was fine. Books. Crystals. So again, concepts, words, ideas. Be willing to forgive. I hope I'm not doing this too fast. You are profoundly clairvoyant. So as you can see, and again, twin flame, concepts I didn't know about. Indigo, like this, what is an indigo? And then you go to the guidebook and read about it. Singing and dancing. Emotional sensitivity. Law of attraction. And again, some chakra cards. How to cut your cords. Why it's important. Integrity, which is one of my favorite cards. I just love the picture. Again, more chakra cards. Ascended Masters. I didn't know what that was either when I first began. I'm telling you, I was a complete newbie. Parents. And again, some chakra cards. Vacuum away fear, and then you go to the guidebook and it tells you how to do that. It's so amazing. God box, you go to the guidebook, what is that? Goddess. And the last card, heal away addictions. So as you can see, it has a lot of a big variety of things, from angels to chakras to concepts, spiritual concepts of law of attraction and mediumship, past life issues, manifestation powers, and so on, visualizations and intuition. That's why I so much love this deck. It is my, if I was only ever able to take one deck with me forever, it would be this one, I think. I have another one that's a big contender, but I think it would be. So pros and cons. I don't think there's many cons for me with this deck. As I said, I would take it with me on a desert island. I love it. I would say when you get further into your, I hope you can see these cards, when you get further into your readings, you might notice that you can't use them for every kind of question. But almost any kind of question, I think. I would say any kind of question almost. But there are some times where you need more, another language, where I found them lacking a bit. Now, of course, I can't really come, so nothing comes to mind when I have to come up with an example. But I would say there's not many cons about it. Not really, actually. I have to think about that. Pros, everything I just said. I love that it's so varied. It's not just a whole deck of angels, for instance, with their names, or a whole deck of concepts, or a whole deck of chakras. I like that it's so varied. I really do. I love, as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but they glide really easily, very easily. Almost dropped them there, very easily. They're very, it's not only the edges, it's also the whole card. It's very smooth, so they blend, shuffle, and really they glide so easily. I have some cards that stick together. That I love that about them. And so who would I recommend them for? Everyone, I think. These are both for the seasoned card reader as well as the beginner, but I would say especially beginners. I love the vibe. They have a very loving vibe. I felt very nurtured and loved and soothed when I first read them. And for a newbie, you can learn a lot, even though the guidebook is so small. There's a lot of knowledge in here when you're new. And it has, for instance, if we go to Archangel Raphael, then it has the text that is on the card. The healing angel is with you, supporting your healing work, your healing work. Then there's text down below, as usual in most guidebooks, and then there's an action step where I talked about the prescription almost, how to work with Archangel Raphael, or if we go to manifestation power, the action step, how to manifest, integrity, how to start coming into your integrity more. And also some of them have little prayers for, this is for Archangel Michael, and so that's also very good for beginners, because not only do you learn how to work with these concepts, you learn actually how to pray to the angels. If you don't know that, I didn't know that. Maybe you do, but it's also a very good reminder for the seasoned reader to how to approach all of these things. And so they are, I'm pretty sure they're Hay House. Yeah, they are Hay House cards. And of course Doreen Virtue have many decks. I have a lot of her decks. These are my favorite ones of hers, along with the Goddess Guidance cards. So yeah, there you have it, my first review video. If you like it, please like it, share it, subscribe to the channel to get more. I also do monthly readings, general readings for free for you. So and a lot of other stuff on my blog. So yeah, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!